Hello, my fans. I'm going to be streaming a bit today. Just mainly working on getting some pictures. Well, in addition to that, I'm gonna be streaming and recording today, so even if you miss the stream, you can see how I get the pictures. But yeah, in general, huh, it's been a little while since I've done this. Just making sure I have everything set up right. But yeah, so today I will be showing you guys how exactly I get my photos. Um, First I start through getting the actual thing set up. I get the game set up, of course. Then I go back to my game. For mods, I love to use QuantV because you can see the difference. QuantV on, QuantV off. It just shows the crazy difference between QuantV being on and off. You can see how the shadows change, lighting changes. So I normally keep it on. It significantly affects my FPS, but for photos, I don't need frames per second really. I can use them, but I don't really need them for this. I do often actually keep it on while just driving around, just for fun. I have another mod I use though. When I press home, I can use reshade. This is just my one where I don't actually have it modded really. I like to use the California reshade. Most of these are made by a member of the FRX server named Huncho Christian. They make some really cool presets, so yeah, it's pretty cool. So for a shot, normally I choose my car. For this, I've chosen a old Testarossa, a beautiful car. And then after I've chosen the car, I just have to find a spot. And once I've found a spot on the highway, I'll show you guys how exactly I mess with my photos, because I have to get the good shots in here, but I also have to deal with editing too. Okay, this looks like an alright spot. Hold on, just like that. Now for photos, I often use the free cam mode, which allows me to adjust the camera. It's very snappy, but which can be annoying. But then I often add a little bit of angle to my shots. I go around the card to find out what's the best angle though. And once I've got an angle I like, for example this, I use the Xbox overlay to take a screenshot. That's just how I personally like to do it. After I do that, I head over to Photoshop Express, which is my editor of choice. Just quickly switch over to that. Pictures library, I click. Then I find the photo I want in the files. It opens that up. One of the first things I do whenever I'm editing any photo is select original to keep the original size, and then crop out the FiveM watermark and the mods loaded watermark. Then I move this a little bit to make sure I have the shot exactly where I want it. After I do that, like how it looks now, I click this and it sends me to be able to adjust things. Normally, I just adjust the sliders to see what exactly it looks like when I use something. One of the things I like to do is adjust, either I use no clarity if I'm going for a more animated style shot, or I raise clarity by quite a bit if I'm going for a more realistic looking shot. A few of my most realistic looking shots have actually been with a high clarity. Clarity can be overdone, but it can also be underdone. Often add a tiny bit of a higher temperature, just to make it look a little bit better. Raise the contrast a little more. And often I bump up the highlights and remove a little bit of the shadows. And there you go. In the span of less than 10 minutes, I've made a shot. Now, often it does take a little bit longer, especially considering I planned ahead for this. I figured out what car I was going to use beforehand. I had the car ready. I knew exactly what I was going to do. So it does normally take a little longer, but it doesn't take forever to make a shot. And that's how I take my shots and edit in for FRX at least. Might later do a video for other servers or for other games maybe if my viewers would like that. So, I'll chat with you guys later. Bye.